Morning and welcome to a new vlog, and today it's Helena's birthday. I'm so sad that I'm not there with her to celebrate her birthday. She tried to make it as special as she could when it was my birthday on there, but we are going to chat in just a moment over WhatsApp video chat. And I didn't want to send anything over to the ship because things haven't been getting there. Like other people have said that things haven't arrived, and actually even the birthday card that I've sent hasn't arrived yet. So I'm just gonna tell her what I've got her, one of the things I've pre-ordered anyway, and then show her the other thing. So yeah, I'm gonna sing happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Budge, happy birthday to you. Hello, Bud.
Yay, thank you.
So I just spoke to Helena and I told her what I got her. So I pre-ordered the Aladdin live action remake, which comes out in September, so that'll be here for when she gets back home. And then I got her Pandora charm, because she's got a bracelet but she hasn't actually got any charms yet. So this is the one that I got. So it is very small. I don't know whether the camera's going to focus on it properly. It is Mickey and Minnie and they're in a car. And I thought I would get this on, because that's me and Helena going off on our adventures in our car. Like mainly Disneyland Paris. And she liked it, but it wouldn't focus on the video chat, so I need to send a photo. But I'm going to get ready now, and I need to head along to the post office because I need to send a few more Slinker Dog badges off. Thank you again for purchasing them. You can get them on the Etsy store. And then my dad's down. He's on holiday from work, so he's come to visit me, and I think we might be taking a trip out somewhere, so I thought I'd take you along. So before we go out, just want to show you two things. So you might have seen this on my Instagram a few days ago, and this is a travel mug that I saw. So at work, people have been going into coffee shops and getting like refillable coffees for like 49 pence, just like normal standard coffee in their travel mugs. So I thought, oh well, that's something good to do, and also it's not plastic, so helping the environment. And this is from Huskup, and it's a Toy Story Woody travel mug. Now it is a small, so if you do like your big coffees, then just bear that in mind. This is for just a small coffee, and that's what the picture is on the front. And then on the back it says reach for the sky. No plastic, made from a rice husk, dishwasher safe, microwave safe, biodegradable. They've got a load of different mugs on their Amazon account. There's like Moomin one, there's some Harry Potter ones, there's a Lion King one as well. I think it's great. I love it. And also look at what my dad brought me. It's a new pop vinyl figure to add to the collection, and you'll know this outfit if you have seen Avengers Endgame. I love it, but that now fills up the final space on the shelf. I'm sorry, Mr. Potato Head, David Tennant, you're gonna have to move. So, we are in Portsmouth. Hello, Dad. And we are on the hunt for the HMS Victory. So we're here at Portsmouth Historic Dockyard, and we got an annual ticket actually, and it was £20 on Groupon. And if you come here, it's actually £39, so I'm not sure how long that offer is going to last. But yeah, £20 on Groupon, an adult ticket, and it gets you into everything except the Mary Rose, and there's tons here. It's also raining. So this is the HMS Warrior. This is huge! So this is like the main deck. And they got a chalkboard there with some of the activities they do on board. So we got these on the Golden Hind. Obviously they're on all ships. They're called belaying pins. They're not used for taking out and then hitting people over the head with. People think that's what they're for. They're actually for tying your ropes up, and then when you want to let that loose, you just take out the entire belaying pin. So I got it wrong. The top deck was called the upper deck, whereas this is the main deck, and this is where they would have eaten, where they would have slept, and then it's also where you fire the cannons. Isn't Dad? So on the Golden Hind, they've got minion cannons, which are a lot smaller than this, and it's only 4 men to a gun. Here, you've got 19 men to a gun. Smoothbore muzzle loader. So we're going into the captain's cabin. Oh yeah.
Is this the captain's?
Yeah, it's very nice in here compared to everywhere else, isn't it? So this is where we would have slept. Got a hammock. He's got a desk, that's a very plush chair. Table there to have his food, have some meetings, have some tea. Captain Steward. Is this where they lived? Oh no. Oh yeah, they must have been in there. And then you've got the master, who's the navigator. This is where they lived. And then you've also got the commander, who's the second in command. They also lived here, so it was 3 senior officers. Oh, they must have been in that one. We're on the lower deck now. 3rd lieutenant. Oh. I think this is for the senior officers. Just taking a look at my cheat sheet, which is the map. The wardroom where the senior officers, apart from the captain, would eat. So, we're still going. It's massive in here. This is where you'd stow all your stuff. Did you say there was 705 crew? Yeah, something like that.
705.
Can we find a Martyn Bell? Might be looking for a while. I thought that laundry was bad on modern cruise ships for the crew, but this is this is the first ever set of washing machines on board a ship. The mangle. Is that what it's called?
Mangles, yeah.
Here you go if you're naughty. It's a cell, can be held in here for up to 7 days. Here's a cat o' nine tails, used to whip people. And somebody, I've just listened to somebody who said that that's where the phrase, not enough room to swing a cat, comes from. So we're in the bowels of the ship now. This is the orlop and the hold. And we're in the auxiliary, oh no, we're in the, I'm losing track now.
This is where the engine room.
This is the coal bunker.
Yeah.
So this ship was actually restored in Hartlepool in 1979. Northeast Connection. So we listened to a bit of a talk from, I feel bad because I don't know what his actual job title was, but he's working in the coal bunker. So he's loading in all the coal, and he would get paid £37 a year, and he was paid the most because it's basically danger money. Their life expectancy wasn't high. I think 40. They would be lucky to live up to. So yeah, that's the HMS Warrior. It's massive. I can't believe we've still got like so much to explore. And yeah, there's a boat you can get, and does that take you over to the submarine museum or something? Boathouse 4 exhibition, restaurant, boat building, training. These little boats must be for the kids to like drive around. Little course. Next stop, the Dockyard Apprentice exhibit, and also there's a cafe in here. We're getting a bit hungry. Ooh, it's fish and chip shop. And then there's a big shop there. Nauticalia. He's lost his telescope though. Where's it gone? It's dinner time. Give in. Fish and chips and mushy peas. Look at what I just spotted on my dad's backpack. There's these things, these old, what do you call them? You put 20 pence in and then there's like movements and a story happens, but they're all really scary. This is a haunted house. The Drunkard's Dream, he looks like something out of Saw, looks like Jigsaw. The Spiritualist Room. Oh, there's people in here. The Apprentice exhibition. Is that what you got to do? How to clock it. Please place the card in the slot with the name facing you. Press down on the lever firmly until bell dings. So this is a Wimble set, and my dad's just been telling me it used to be like the drill. Drilling holes in wood. Days gone by, ye olde days. There they are working on a ship. Well, a boat, it's a boat. Because a boat would fit on a ship, but a ship wouldn't fit on a boat. HMS Sirius. There's been 7 ships of that name, and I've just learnt Sirius is the name of the dog star, the brightest star in the heavens. I've lost Dad. Where's he gone? Oh, there you are. So, we left the Apprentice exhibit, and then we're now here at the HMS Victory. Pretty impressive. So yeah, it was in the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805. We were just wondering whether it was the original, and it is. In 1831, they called for it to be broken down and for the timber to be used, but the public said, no, we don't want that to happen. So then, it's still here today. Obviously a lot of restoration work, but that's crazy. I'm a bit freaked out as well, because this statue, when I worked on a cruise ship back in, was it 2013? I used to see this statue all the time in Civitavecchia, and it's no longer there, and I'm just like, is that the same statue? So this, I feel like I've got a sonic screwdriver. So this is to do with like the audio guide. Instead of having an actual like set of headphones, you point this at the thing where you see the headphones, you click it, and then it should start. Yeah, it starts talking to you. That's crazy. We're going on board, going back in time. So the ship's in dry dock for all the restoration work. Wow, this is low. So this is the quarter deck. And we're going to go up these stairs to the poop deck. So it's not called the poop deck for the reason that you might think it's called the poop deck. It actually comes from the French le poupe, or Latin pupus, which means back of the ship. So it's the back of the ship. The poop deck, they'll probably tell you that on the audio guide. And we've listened to the first bit. They've been at war for 2 years with France, and then Nelson has been informed that he's going to go out with HMS Victory. I'm having a Doctor Who moment. Let's see if this works from all the way over here. Oh, no it didn't. I was doing my sonic screwdriver moment.
Oh yeah.
No. There we go. So here's a plaque. Here Nelson fell. This is where he received his fatal wound. Up here on the quarterdeck. They always had to be in front of the wheel. That was the rule. That's where he fell. I still can't get over the fact that that's where Nelson fell. Right, out into the rain. You've got a hood, I haven't. So apparently Captain Hardy liked his punishments, and something like being caught being drunk would get you like 36 lashings. The only person that could stop the flogging from taking place is the surgeon if they thought your life was in danger. If you were caught thieving though, that's like 72 lashings. So Captain Hardy was the captain in charge of this ship, and Vice Admiral Nelson was in charge of the fleet. There's 30 cannons on this deck, and we're heading towards Nelson's cabin and the great cabin. So from my tour guiding on the Golden Hind, this is called a worm. You scrape out all the stuff from inside the cannon, then you use the sponge to clean, and then you use the ramrod to hammer in the gunpowder, the wadding, and also the cannonball. So this is the dining cabin. This is where Nelson told everybody about his strategy, which was pretty much to sail into the enemy. So this is Nelson's day cabin, and when you couple this up with the dining cabin, that makes the great cabin. And it doesn't have a lot of furniture in it because you'd have to turn it into a war area, put cannons into it very quickly. So this is Nelson's bed. It probably would have been more steady to have something hanging from the ceiling, but as he only had one arm, this was easier for him to get in and out of. And this was his love. He was estranged from his wife, but was living with Emma. This is what they would eat, the salted pork and peas pudding, and apparently they would get lots of food on board. They would eat around 5,000 calories a day. So on the 21st of October 1805, they spotted the enemy cleared all of the hammocks away, put all the guns in position. It was time for battle. So to try and stop the English from reloading, the French would fire muskets into the holes where the cannons go. And Nelson was pretty much let down by the fact that, you know, they recognised his uniform. They saw the stars that were shining on his uniform, and that's when they shot him in the left shoulder. If you were injured in battle, you'd be brought down here, and this is where Nelson was brought when he received his wound. So down quite a few decks, and apparently he covered his face, with a handkerchief so that the men didn't recognise him. This, where there's just a lantern place, this is where Nelson was brought down, and this is where he died. He managed to see the victory happen. From down here he didn't actually see it, but Hardy came down and told him that they were victorious. Carpenter's room. He was only 25. So 449 of the crew were killed, died from their wounds, or drowned. And injured, there was over 1,000. And we're out. That was brilliant. Really recommend that. See, they have it like planned out as a route, and then so you can just follow it really easily. And then this is fantastic, telling you all the details, and like it's an actual story and somebody's acting out for you. Back at the house now, and that was such a fun day. I absolutely loved going to the historic Portsmouth dock or Portsmouth Historic Dock. I thought that there was only just the HMS Victory there, but there's tons. We got to go on the HMS Warrior, we got to go into like all the museum bits, some of which I filmed, some of which I didn't. There was just because I thought like if I filmed everything, then I would just have too much footage for the vlog. And just the best idea is to get the annual ticket, because then you can just go back in the air as many times as you want, and you can go and take it all in. There's stuff that we didn't manage to see. There was a bit where you could go over, and there was a submarine museum which we didn't do. There's also a tour around the harbour on a boat which takes 45 minutes, which we didn't do. Some of the museum bits, there was another ship that we could have gone on and had a look at, a bit of a more modern ship that was at the Battle of Gallipoli. So loads there. And yeah, check on Groupon to see if they've got the £20 annual ticket, because when you get there it was £39 for the annual ticket. It's called the Full Navy Special, I think, and it'll tell you all the things that you get into. There was a Horrible Histories there as well, which was all to do with pirates, which we didn't go in, but that was included. Only thing that wasn't included was the Mary Rose, so if you do want to go inside there you will have to pay an additional price. But it was wonderful. I love history, and it was fascinating seeing how much of the information that I had from the Golden Hind that I could then take onto these other ships that were obviously later in history, but a lot of the stuff stayed the same. But yeah, I better leave this vlog here because we've got loads of footage. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!